Is life fair? That's the question of the day, or morning, or night, whichever time that you are listening to. Is life fair? I'd like to talk to you guys today regarding what I went through during my dark night of the soul. Um, and I want to welcome you back to the channel. It is me, Ursula E, and these are my philosophies for the mind of INFJ. And that's me. So, my dark night of the soul was horrendous. It's crazy. It really made me ask the question, is life fair? What do you think? Put something down in the comments. I love to hear your and read your comments. Do you feel that life is fair? And I started it off like this because it reminds me from when I was a young child. I was the middle child, and I used to always say to my mom, "That's not fair. It's not fair. That's not fair." And she would always come back with, "Life is not fair." I would like, but that doesn't mean that you don't have to be. Of course, that was like underneath my breath, but she couldn't hear that. But I think she was on to something when it came down to my dark night of the soul. Because that's the way I felt. Life just was not fair. It just wasn't. And please, before I get on my story, please like, subscribe, and share this video for anybody you know that is going through it. Because I've been there. And here is my story. According to some things that I've learned, that my dark night and soul lasted for at least 14 years. Yes, that is a long time to feel the weight of the world not being fair to someone. I don't know how I made it. I really don't. I remember times when I didn't think I was gonna make it another day. And to me, if I have to sum it up, what is the dark night of the soul? I would say is for people who has been chosen to go through a path or have a purpose where they have to learn how to rely on the spirit world. They spirit team God. They have to learn how to listen and rely on them to get through and complete this purpose. They have to go through the dark night and the soul. And that's when the spirit world, the spirit source, God, whichever one you want to look at, your team, your spirit team, when they show you who's really in control here, who's really boss. They show you that pretty much how small you can be and how much love you are at the same time. I remember times when I'm just going through so much pain and I'm reaching out to those who always told me that they would be there for me, and nobody's answering the phone. I'm like, I could call about like 5 people and I don't get an answer, and that's when I realized, come on, you can't tell me at this time. It's not a specific day. It's not a special day. It's just a certain time where I'm at my lowest that I can't get nobody on the phone to get me out of this. Oh my gosh. It's like, it's like, it made me think this must be a simulation that I'm in. Nobody is available. And some of the things that I went through, I swear, I felt like Job out of the Bible. Was like, God, why have you forsaken me? And I remember thinking so many times how unfair life was. And I would hear my mother says, yep, life is not fair. Like, this is so not fair. Because I always told people at that time, say, you know how your 2 plus 2 equals 4? Well, my 2 plus 2 equals 3 because I'm always short. They late dollar short. I'm always not enough during that time. But also during that time, I keep getting it back up, and I got keep finding reasons to keep on keeping on as life kept knocking me down because I thought I was in control, and they were showing me that I wasn't. That I wasn't. I wanted to take life by the horns, and they was like, "No, not you. No, 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 no. We got this. You just do what we say. Go with the flow. No, you can't have everything everybody else has. You're different. You have to do this route." And I was in and out of jobs, couldn't pay bills, but nothing ever got shut off. It's like I got kicked out of places, but nothing gets shut off. I always had my lights, I always have water. And even though sometimes we had to share a meal, maybe a value meal, me and my son, we had to share one, or, not necessarily a value meal, but, buy a meal and we have to share it because I didn't have enough for two, even though he was during that time he was getting the kids menu. I couldn't afford it. He just had to eat what I eat, and we had to share. I remember the way that I was shown that if I tried to do it on my own, that I couldn't do it. And at a certain time when it was hitting me so hard, because I had a college degree, and you know how many times I had to take a job that was minimum wage. I'm like, this is not fair. This is not what they told me. This is not. Do you know how much money I spent going to college? Oh my gosh, to have to take something minimum wage because I can't find anything else. And it's like it was one reason after another to why I couldn't find anything or keep anything. Because I wasn't the type that would not go to work. I wasn't the type that would go to work late. I wasn't the type that didn't do my best. But what I was is a type that uh, what is that word? I can't think of the word right now. But people was afraid of what I can do. There's a word for that, and it's on the tip of my tongue, but I just cannot pull it out. And they would get rid of me. They'll find some way to get rid of me. But that way would never be that I didn't do the work or I didn't show up or I kept coming in late. It was none of the normal reasons why you would get rid of somebody. It was always something else. She said this, or, she came back at me or something. It is on my tip of my tongue. I don't know why I can't get that word out, but they don't actually say that. Intimidate me. They don't say it, but that's what it is. They're always trying to get me to, like, take a road that was so beneath me and not actually a part of what I was working on, what my job description was. They always try to see if they could get me to just follow and not question. And that was the issue. No, I couldn't do that. So they kept getting rid of me. This is why I haven't had a job longer than 4 years. I haven't had a boyfriend that long either. And this is the dark night of the soul, because all of this is saying, no, you have this small little road you have to go on. And if you just flow with that road, you will have what you need. And I did learn how to flow with that road. And at this time, I am getting what I need. And I get a lot of other people upset at me saying that life is not fair, that I'm getting it now and they don't have it. When I sit there and watch them having it plenty of times gone on vacations and doing all this stuff that I couldn't even do because I couldn't afford buying this and buying cars and having name brand stuff. I Even though I got it right now, I still ain't getting name brand stuff. It just wasn't me. I don't need all that. But still though, I watched them eat while I didn't have much to eat. And they didn't give to me. But now that I am like eating and I look so good doing it, they said it's not fair. Is it fair? I went through a lot. The Dark Night is so there's nothing to play with. It's not. It's not for the weak. But I am glad that my mama used to say that because that did make me stronger. And that's what I needed to be is stronger. And Dark Night of the Soul will get you there when you realize that they still got you, even though it don't look like they got you. You know what I'm saying? You'll get there. If you're going through that right now, just understand it's much better when you get to the other side. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and let me know what you're going through at this time. Maybe I can help. Send this to someone. Share it. Thank you. Ashe.